Welcome back to WSJ Live and the News Hub. You're looking at that face. That's Avery, a spotted mixed breed dog who escaped from his home in Fort Worth and was taken to a city animal shelter where workers promised to hold him until his owners picked him up. Instead, he was put to death. Now, lawmakers at the Texas Supreme Court are tackling that emotionally charged issue, whether people can be compensated for the sentimental value of a lost pet. Nathan Koppel is in Austin, Texas, and he joins us now. Good morning, Nathan.
Good morning.
This is certainly a very emotionally charged issue. Just talk us through the details of this case before the Texas Supreme Court.
Yes, it was a case where a couple's dog escaped from their house, was picked up and mistakenly euthanized. And the case involves the question, how much can they recover in damages? And particularly, can they recover for their sentimental attachment to this dog, something that Texas courts have not recognized. And there was a pretty pitched debate yesterday at the Texas Supreme Court.
So currently, Texas lawmakers do recognize and award damages for the market value of a lost pet. That would be how much the dog in this case would fetch at sale. How is the debate being taken forward in terms of what this family are saying, that this dog was a member of their family essentially and therefore they should be compensated accordingly?
Well, what the couple here argues is that when you have Avery was a mixed breed mutt, which has very little market value. They say the entire value is the emotional bond that the couple formed with this dog, and in cases like that, where it's not a pure breed dog that may fetch $5,000 on the market, you really need to, if you want to compensate people fairly, you need to also pay them for the sentimental value that they had for this dog. The other side says it would just open, all these terrible things if we were to recognize emotional damages. How would you begin to put a dollar value on people's emotional attachment to their pets? In one case, it might be $10. In one case, it might be $5 million. And so there were some veterinary groups who were saying our costs would skyrocket if we had to account for the possibility that we would have to pay sentimental damages in cases.
I know the family's lawyer in question are saying that they considered the dog a member of their family, but other people are pointing out that Texas law doesn't even allow people to seek sentimental damages for emotional losses from the death of a friend or a sibling.
Well, that's right, and the justices said, wouldn't it be odd if one justice raised an example, your twin brother is walking down the street with your dog, and unfortunately they're accidentally struck and killed by a car. So you're telling me that you wouldn't be able to recover your emotional losses for the death of your twin brother, but you would be for your dog? Isn't that strange? And the lawyer conceded that it would be unusual, but he said that's the state of Texas law.
I'm sure there will be people who feel that their pets are worth $1 million to them, but how do you begin to differentiate between certain animal types as well? Is a dog worth more than a hamster or a goldfish, say?
Well, that's what judges really wrestled with. Where do we draw the line? And I mean, they even came up with examples of a lizard or a tarantula, or would you be able to recover emotional damages for those pets? And what the other side says is, look, Texas juries are reasonable and they're not going to go crazy. It would be up to a pet owner to have to first off prove that there was some sentimental attachment there, and he just said he thinks juries would be reasonable with this.
Nathan Koppel in Austin, Texas. We're going to have to leave it there, but much more on that very closely watched story on WSJ.com and in today's paper.